As a student, King Janaka approaches his teacher Ashtavakra in previous chapter and heard words springing from Master's bosom of lived subjective experience of self. Chapter 2 starts with King Janak reaction of sage Ashtavakra teaching with astonishment. This shocks student, leading him to immediate subjective experience of reality. The staggering uniqueness of experience, and breathless vividness of his direct enlightenment, chokes student and deprives him of his eloquence. Oh! I am taintless, serene, pure consciousness and beyond nature? So long I have spent my days bewildered by delusion? King Janaka continues expressing his experience. Light is my nature. I am nothing other than that light. When the universe manifests, indeed it is I alone who shine. Now, let's embark on a journey together to understand and experience this profound verse, first with the help of an interesting story. In a quaint little town, there was an old movie theater known for its magical experiences. The owner, Samuel, was an affable man who had spent years perfecting projection system. But Samuel carried a secret. He knew that real magic was not in films but in light that made them visible. One evening, as Samuel was adjusting arc light in projection room, he had an epiphany. The light illuminating screen was akin to light as consciousness that illuminates all experiences. Ramana Maharishi described this as I consciousness that is self-aware, beyond egoic I am this or that. As Samuel continued to operate theater, he started observing audience more closely. He realized that people were so engrossed in story on screen that they forgot about light making it all visible. This was an embodiment of subject, not object, a concept reiterated by Nisargadatta Maharaj, who emphasized that you are not experiences but awareness behind them. With time, Samuel started to see limitations of his ego. He understood that identifying himself solely as theater owner was restricting his understanding of his true nature. This realization was end of ego as enlightenment, much like what Adi Shankaracharya professed about ego being a limitation, a false identification that veils true self. During one of screenings, film got jammed, and screen went blank. But light from projector filled room. At this moment, Samuel realized that stories, characters, and even theater itself were just projections of self. This mirrors teachings of Jiddu Krishnamurti, who often said that observer is observed, what we perceive outside is a reflection of our inner world. Finally, Samuel understood that each film, each story, and each character were different, yet they were all illuminated by same light. This was unified field of consciousness, a notion often discussed in Upanishads, where all that exists is part of singular Brahman, universal soul. Now let's move on to a simple meditation practice based on this story. Center your awareness on consciousness behind all experiences, similar to how Samuel realized projectors' light is true magic. This is recognizing light as consciousness. As you meditate, remember that thoughts and sensations are like scenes in a film. Like Samuel, understand that real magic is not in film but in light that makes it visible. This is principle of being subject, not object. Reflect on your roles and identities, akin to Samuel realizing he is more than just a theater owner. The true realization comes when ego dissolves, aligning with teaching that end of ego is enlightenment. Take a moment to understand that all you perceive, feel, or think are just projections on screen of consciousness. Just like Samuel's epiphany during film jam, acknowledge these as projections of self. Finally, recognize that all experiences, thoughts, and emotions are illuminated by same light of consciousness. This culminating realization is a nod to unified field of consciousness, where all that exists is part of a singular, unified field. Understand that your true nature is consciousness that illuminates all experiences. You are not thoughts, emotions, or experiences but awareness behind them. Realize that ego is a limitation, and its end reveals your true nature as pure consciousness. Acknowledge that everything you perceive is a projection of this pure consciousness. Recognize that all diversity is an expression of same underlying reality. As you conclude, carry understanding of your unconditioned nature and interconnectedness into your waking life. Take a few moments to bask in this newfound understanding and peace. You may like to repeat these meditation steps for 2 to 3 times more. Remember, message of King Janak: light is my very nature. I am nothing other than that light. When universe manifests, indeed, it is I alone who shine. As you open your eyes, you feel a profound connection with your true nature, filled with serenity and wisdom. Summary chart on screen represents key teachings you just have grasped during your journey in this meditation. The teachings about journey of self-discovery continue to resonate within you, guiding you on your spiritual journey, till we move on to next verse. To stay updated with our latest videos and receive timely notifications, please subscribe to our channel and activate notifications by activating the bell button. This way, you'll never miss out on our latest content delivered directly to your timeline.